Hello, hello. If you checked out the title of the video, it says today we're going to add rational expressions. But before I talk about what that means, let's just go ahead and add some fractions that have some common denominators and think about what our big idea is. So on our first problem, when we have one piece of pizza out of the 8 slices, and we've got 2 pieces of pizza out of the 8 slices, we know that we have a total of 3 pieces of pizza out of the 8 slices. So when we have that common denominator, it just goes right into our answer. All right, cool. Let's use that concept, and let's go to the one beneath it. We got a common denominator is 10. Boom. I had 7 of those pieces of the 10, and then I added 2 more of those pieces out of the 10. So I had a total of 9 pieces out of the 10. Awesome. We're going to go ahead and cruise. On our next problem, we see the common denominator out of 8. Go ahead and put that there. Now, if we have 1x and 2x, that just means we're going to have a total of 3 x's out of that 8. So it might not be pieces of pizza. It might represent something else. That x is maybe unknown or has parts to it. It's fine. We're just going to keep that common denominator and roll with it. So even in the last one, if we have a common denominator of x on both problems, it just means that my common denominator is going to be x in my answer. This is like I had 7 M&Ms out of, well, I don't know how many were in the whole jar. So I had 7 of the M&Ms, and then I had 2 of the M&Ms. So I had 9 of the M&Ms out of x, the unknown. I don't know how many were in the total jar. So common denominators, we just keep the common denominator and you add the numerators. The title of the video is adding rational expressions. Rational just means it's a ratio, it means it's a rate, it means it's a fraction. So really we're just adding fractions, but when we have these expressions, instead of just a number, it might be an x or some other numbers with it, or different variables. So I just chose to use all x's in the video, but it could be any variables or expressions that we are combining. In the first one, the common denominators are 9. Super easy. We just make our common denominator out of 9. Now when we're adding, let's just go ahead and combine like terms. 7x plus 2x is 9x. And then we have a positive 1 adding with a positive 5, and that is a positive 6. And it's as simple as that. All right, we'll go to the next one to the right. We see our common denominator is 8x. We just go ahead and put our common denominator of 8x, and let's combine like terms. Keep in mind these ones are not in order. So we've got x, ding, 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 plus 5x, that's 6x. And then I've got a negative 3 plus an 11, that's a positive 11, so negative 3 plus 11 is a positive 8. There might be some things that we can simplify later on as we get in the chapter, like if you notice all of these are even numbers, and we might be able to divide all those by 2. I'm just going to pause and save that for later in the chapter when we get to that topic. Okay? On our next problem, we got the common denominator of 3. That means the whole problem is going to be out of 3. Combine like terms. 1 plus 5 is a 6. We have a positive 4x, then minus, or technically we're adding a negative, sorry. So 4x adding a negative is a 2x. All right, so we're just combining like terms. And we'll get our last one. Ooh, it looks a little trickier. It's okay. We got common denominator. Just go ahead and put that in the answer and combine like terms. Do you want to do your x's first? Do your x's first. You want to do the numbers first? Do the numbers first. I got a positive 6 and plus a 5. That's 11. And then I have an x plus a positive 2x. So that's 3x. And again, I could do that in different order. I could get 3x plus 11. That is the same thing. There you go. When you have common denominators, just put that common denominator in your answer and combine like terms on the top. The end.